Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. I'm your host, Zedmont. We've got 5 of the available boats here right now. We've got the Op Reward boat, we've got the Daily Reward boat, we've got the Resource Reward boat, the regular submarine, and the Hero boat. Now, obviously, we don't have any of the new Boom Beach Warships stuff, but my video has been up now for about 6 hours. I intentionally waited just a little bit so that I could get a whole bunch of feedback. I've been lurking on Telegram, I've been chatting on Discord, I've been on the boombeachforums.com, I've been on Reddit, trying to get as much feedback as I can. And I gotta say, thank you very much to everyone out there. I had a ton of great, well-written comments in my feed, and you guys are awesome. Like, there's been so much stuff. Now, as far as this Warships upgrade goes, one of the primary concerns that I saw from people was that the dev video was a long time coming, and people are concerned that if the update's not going to be until 2019, that the dev videos obviously need to be more often and forthcoming and all of those sorts of things. Now, today I saw at least 3 to 4 people say they have quit the game as of today. Hopefully, if that's you and you're deciding you are done with the game, that you'll come back in 2019 and check out what they have to offer. Right now, we are in the very, very early stages. All we've seen is pictures. We haven't even seen fully fleshed out characters or animations or anything like that. So please do come back if you've quit and see what is going to come in the new year. Now, at one point on Discord, I don't know if it was a typo or taken out of context, but Drew did say we'd be getting monthly developer updates. So I think that would be fantastic, and that's a way to keep people excited, to keep the hype going, and to keep people interested in what's coming. And I think that the more update videos they can produce, the better, because not only is it going to keep people interested, but it's going to give them a gauge of what people think about what's coming, and maybe they don't care. I don't develop video games for a living, so my assumption is they would be interested in the feedback and using those videos to actually potentially tweak things, but that could just be, that's just completely a assumption. Now, my reaction video was 16 minutes long, and I was really sort of nervous to release a video that long, and I tried not to ramble on as much as I could, and you guys seem to enjoy it. So please do let me know if you have any feedback, if it should be shorter, if I should do a summary at the beginning, if you liked the fact that the dev video was at the beginning or not. Obviously, you might have already seen it. You probably have seen it. I'm assuming anyone who subscribes to me also subscribes to Boom Beach, and it was released 15 minutes earlier on the Boom Beach YouTube channel. So if that annoyed you, please do let me know. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't talking about something that some people hadn't seen, and I considered pausing it and then talking about specific sections, but I didn't really feel comfortable doing that, and it would be hard to go backwards and forwards and stuff like that. So it's a little bit awkward because obviously I don't have a face cam and we have limited details. Anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about the actual dev video. A bunch of you have said that the worst part about the Clash of Clans base builder beach was the fact that it exists. Some of you say you love it. It seems like there's no one in between. No one seems to, like, either you hate it or you love it and you play it all the time, or you never touch it and you quit Clash of Clans. So thank you to all of you who gave me those kind of feedbacks. One of the things that it was actually PK who on Discord, who tends to think very similar to me, was saying that he's concerned that this is basically just adding a mini game. And sorry, PK, hopefully I'm quoting you properly, or I got the ideas across properly. The concern was that they're just adding a mini game that has nothing to do with operations, nothing to do with the social aspects, and obviously these are all assumptions by us at this point. We don't know what's coming, but one of the things that both PK and I would really, really, really enjoy is if this warship mode A, gave us some sort of social task force aspect, and B, if it doesn't do that, if it was a huge source of intel, maybe there's like an intel generator on the warship, the more you upgrade your warship, the more intel it produces, something along those lines I think would be very greatly appreciated, because right now a lot of people only attack PvP to get intel. Like, a lot of players have no interest in attacking PvP whatsoever. They destroy NPC bases, and if their task force needs more intel, they attack PvP. Like, so I'm really hoping that Boom Beach and the team gets that message that intel is something that is, I wouldn't say it's outdated, but maybe a little bit too rare. I know a lot of people have said they want intel to be completely removed, and that would have problems in itself, because people would just make task forces all day and just run ops all day, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, I suppose, because you need unlimited troops to do that. But I don't know. Let me know, if intel was abolished, would you be happy or sad? And I think the first step towards abolishing intel is getting rid of sabotage, and I think that's something that a lot of people would agree upon. Sabotage isn't really doing anything positive for the game, and but maybe you disagree. Maybe you think that sabotage is the best thing since sliced bread, and you rely on it to beat your operations. I don't know, but again, please do let me know, because one of my favorite things about this dev video is that it got people talking. I haven't had that many comments on my video, on any video, in a long time, and I love the discussions, and I love the feedback, and I love the anger, and I love the happiness, and there's everything in between with this developer update. And I think that's passion, I guess is the best word for it, is something that can be very good for Boom Beach, as long as it's directed well. I've saw a couple comments from people saying, like, Boom Beach fired their developer team and hired a high schooler to work on the code. Stuff like that is not that. What is that? All that does is piss people off. Like, you're telling, I get it, you're saying that they need to update their coding practices, or they have a history of bugs or something, but comparing their employees to saying that what they do is done by a teenager is a little bit over the line. Let's try and keep it constructive, at least. Like, I don't know, it just feels like some people just want to be angry for the sake of being angry, and that doesn't really do anything for anyone. I don't know if I should have gone up the right side or not. That rocket launcher right there is probably going to melt my face in about 3, 2, 1, but hopefully we can keep some of these Zookas alive, and we'll walk all the way back here trying to do a video and do a attack at the same time. So obviously Dr. T, no one cares about Dr. T right now. This is the sort of thing that people are really hoping that we can mix up and improve upon, and I only have 2 shocks, so I'm about to get absolutely ruined in the face, but hopefully my med kit can save my bacon. Let's shock and med kit and probably get absolutely destroyed in the process. So anyways, let's try and keep stuff positive. Like, I mean, you don't have to be positive. Don't get that. Sorry, that I misspoke there. Just keep things civil. Like, calling a developing team that they're a bunch of high schoolers is not fair. I mean, they've got some good stuff in the last little while, and BVD, who was on Discord the other day, after getting #1 in the US on Crab, by the way, huge shout out to you, Mr. BVD, was saying, like, he's content. Like, we've got monthly Mega Crab, we've got high level operations, there's a lot of good things going on. Sure, there are problems with the game, and things are not exactly as everyone would like. I'm about to hit that mine. Hopefully it's not a max level mine. It's not. Perfect. So let's try to focus a little bit on the good. And when I first saw the dev video, I will fully admit I was not excited about it. I was very unhappy about it. And then I took a minute and thought about it, and there are a lot of good things in it, and some people seem to really like certain aspects of Clash of Clans. And the thing is, we'd have no guarantees that they're going to rip off Clash of Clans. We don't know any of that. That's just my take on what they've talked about. The fact that they said, like, I think they said a ladder system and or bracket system and live PvP, that sounds a lot like the base builder or the builder base or whatever you want to call it. Wouldn't that be confusing if Boom Beach had a base builder and a builder base? Try to say all of that 3 times fast. But it's all just speculation at this point. I know a lot of you have said things like, well, in so-and-so's video they said it's going to be X. Well, no one has seen anything more than you guys. Like, everything that I have talked about is just because I saw the exact same video as you guys. Chicken and Cosmic Duo and OP Destroy and Beardaholic and all of those guys who released sneak peeks. I think I got all of them. Not even sneak peeks, reaction videos, sorry. We're just watching the exact same video as you guys. So we're not, please don't take anything that we're saying as gospel. We're just trying to fill in those gaps. I did a whole bunch of research into Clash of Clans, trying to figure out how the game worked. I still missed a mine. Holy crow. So let's try to keep it on the positive, and if you have suggestions or thoughts or ideas on how it could possibly be better, please do leave them in my comments. Please do throw them on Discord, on Reddit, all of those things, because all we're doing at this point is trying to influence their decisions a little bit. If we can let it be known that Intel is a problem, maybe they will make this aforementioned Intel generator slightly better. And again, that Intel generator is just something I made up. People have talked about how they want an Intel statue for a long time, but obviously we have never gotten to that point. So would be great, would be fantastic to not have to worry about Intel, but obviously abolishing something that's been in the game for a long time, like 3 years I want to say, would have challenges of their own, and things that I frankly have no idea about, because like, we don't see the stats, we don't see the underlying metrics and all of that sort of jazz. So just try to remain somewhat positive, and that's my goal. I know none of you guys, I learned very early on that none of you guys want to get these doom and gloom sort of videos, so I'm just doing my best to try to stay positive. Hopefully you guys can appreciate that. I don't want to sound like I'm a homer or something like that, but yeah, there are specific reasons why I try and stay positive, because you guys just, no one wants to hear the guy in the corner yelling, everything's, like, the world's gonna end, the archipelago's gonna die. I failed a bunch on stage 6. Probably should be using warriors for this stage. This looks like a very easy stage for warriors, so I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Hopefully we don't get stuck on stage whatever we're on. Unfortunately, I got rid of my warrior loadout because it's useless for Mega Crab. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but my cable, I unplugged everything, cleaned everything, plugged everything back in, couldn't find any obvious issues because I couldn't get to the store to buy a new cable yesterday. So we're just holding on for dear life here at this point. I'm going to throw a barrage right in here, and we're going to try to keep Brick alive, which is always a struggle with warriors, or can be a struggle with warriors anyways. Now, because we've got low-level warriors, I'm going to clear out a couple mines. How can we get there? There's no... You know what? I'm going to go like so. We're going to drop Brick over in here, drop all of our warriors over in here. And now once that building is gone, we're going to smoke right to this building. Should be able to get there without using any smoke at all, because warriors are fairly tough. And as soon as they get there, I'm going to throw a smoke right on the front corner, hoping to get Brick there. And then we will try to run our troops right to about there. I don't know where they are though. Oh no, this is going to be danger zone. As my good friend Archer would say, let's throw a med kit right about there, hoping to get them healed up before... Where is Brick? Look how slow Brick is. Come on, Brick. You are killing us here. Let's get you onto there. We'll hit the battle orders button. Shock and shock and shock. Hopefully that's enough. That one, what is that thing called? Flamethrower is just wrecking my troops. Level 11 warriors, not going to happen. So we've had 3 or 4 fails on stage 6. which has really helped me elaborate on all of my points, but we don't necessarily want to elaborate anymore. So I wasted a barrage down here, and then I came from the right. So we're going to clean that up just a touch. Going to use a barrage over here, hoping to clear a couple of the mines. I'm going to shock a little bit earlier, maybe do a bit of a granny flare, because that walk waiting for Brick was painful. Brick is just so incredibly slow. So we're going to get over into here, and then we will get, we're going to get over up into here, hopefully not losing any warriors in the process. They heal pretty quickly. We're still at 100% warriors. Okay, now, where can I flare that is slightly closer and slightly less problematic? Let's get all the way to the boom cannon, and 1 and 2. Brick is still alive. We've only lost 1 warrior so far. We are definitely closer. Let's heal up there and get running. Get running. Now, the reason why I'm using ground flares is because ground flares with Brick are my favorite thing in the world, and Brick just got shot in the face by a boom cannon. So we are not looking terribly hot right about now, but hopefully we can get things moving. Warriors doing some damage. Come on, Warriors, take this puppy down. Really don't want to fail again. So stage 6, unboosted, level 11 warriors with no troop health. Not bad. Not often I get to use warriors on a stage that deep into the cycle, because my warriors are just super underleveled, as you can see right there. Remember I said 3 fails? It's maybe a bit of an understatement. So, yeah. I'm going to try my best not to completely talk about warships until I'm blue in the face. Thankfully tomorrow's a War Factory day, so I can take a break and not talk about warships. We're in sort of a weird time where we haven't had any news about anything in a long time. Duplexity last came out in June or July, somewhere in that neighborhood. So we haven't had anything to talk about for a while, so all of a sudden, I think it's going to be a bit of a flash flood, and I really don't want to be that annoying guy who just talks about warships over and over again. So if something else comes up, I'll try and talk about it. I'll try and digest a little bit more as far as what people are talking about in the coming days, but this is basically most of my... Oh, look at this. There's 15 GBE sitting at shore. Let's do a diagonal path, because I love diagonal paths, and we'll pick up some free GBE in the process, and hopefully not do terribly. Let's try and get it in 1 would be nice. We're going to drop all of our Zukas over in here. We'll drop Brick and the heavies. Actually, we can drop Brick now, because she's got a bit more range. I'm going to wait to drop my heavies until a couple seconds in, just to give us an opportunity to use those trees, and we're going to come over into here. Let's get away from that flamethrower, and then we'll walk up into there. Not necessarily the best path, but that one tree right... we're getting absolutely melted. Not a good start. Not a good start, but we have a clear view of that back corner, which is what I was after. Hopefully we can get back there with some troops and ruin Boom Beach's life with this beautiful Dr. T hit. I don't know what I meant by ruin. I meant to ruin Dr. T's life, not Boom Beach. So let's get a flare into there. The heavies were not designed to do anything except for clear mines, and that's my medkits. Hopefully will get us through this. I think we've lost too many troops already, though. So I think we're going to ditch on the heavies and just come back with all Zukas, because that was ugly. So, yeah, blue in the face about... I said I wasn't going to be blue in the face about warships, but we are blue in the face about Dr. T Volcano. Okay, so let's get into it now. I just had a cable issue for the first time today. I feel like when my phone gets hot, it starts happening. Now, I think the cable must have problems when it gets hot or something like that. I'm really hoping to use that last crate as a anchor, and we will walk up here and hopefully not get burnt by all of the things around us. Troops walking a little bit left of where I would have expected, but at least our heavies are out front. Those should be able to clear some mines for us as long we have the delay. Still have all of our troops. Still have there. Speaking of the delay, let's get into here. We're gonna flare the core. We're gonna throw a shock in there and in there and in there and medkits for days, and hopefully the spread of the Zookas, that sounded wrong, gives us enough time to get this down. Rocket launchers not ruining. Yeah, I lost the delay, so should have probably used at least an extra smoke instead of 4 medkits. Shocks are cheap. Actually, you know what? I don't think I actually even. Oh. So we're back to Mega Crab issues. Look at this. Did not boost the shock tribe. That would make a huge difference. Holy crow. Make sure you boost your shock tribe if you have it. That is a game changer. Not as good as the last tribes, but I don't think we will ever see tribes as good as the last couple tribes. Those tribes were just unfair. Like, don't get me wrong, I like it, but they were incredible, and I don't even know how they could match that. The only way they could make it better is if they like changed out the defensive ones for like cheap shock or something. That would be just bananas. Like Bana. Yeah. Gwen Stefani, someone, Bueller. Let's get our troops into here. I'm actually going to do a granny flare this time, just to make sure that I don't screw up any longer, because GBE should not be a concern. We should have taken this down. I forgot Brick. Are you... Okay, so we forgot Brick. One more thing. Remember when I said there's no reason that we should fail now? There is a reason we could fail. Hopefully not going to have it happen. We just lost probably a handful of bazookas to that boom mine. Shocking, shocking, shocking. Medkits for days. So many medkits. No Brick anywhere to be found, which is not going to help our cause at all. Now, are the heavies required for this hit? I don't think so. I just want to be done. Can we just be done, please? Maybe I'll delete some stuff and just make this look like it was the first hit, but probably not. Brick, I hate you right now. I'm not even going to deploy Brick because it would just delay the inevitable. Okay, we're going to go with all Zookas and no more heavies, and we will win, and then we can be done talking about all of the things. So, just one more time, thank you again. I really, really can't say enough about the amount of feedback in the I think we have something like 100 comments in 6 hours, and I do try to reply to every single comment. If I've missed you, that machine gun mine scares me, but we should be okay. If I've missed you, please harass me. Reply. When you reply to an existing comment, it can be a little bit hard to find on YouTube. I'd like to time them based, or order them based on when they were, when the actual comment came in, which can be a little bit annoying. We're going to leave a little bit extra GBE, and we're just going to get walking. Hopefully those 2 machine guns, I'm going to leave a couple of my Zookas to die on the sides. Oh man, come on Brick, break the mine for us. Yes, good work Brick, I'm a big fan of your work. And then we're going to come into here and hopefully have all of our troops when we get there. Only lost, I think, 1 Zooka on the walk so far. Yes, 1 Zooka. Now, it's just a matter of shocking and shocking in a timely manner. Let's throw another shock over here and some more medkits. More medkits, more medkits. Oh, of course. We lost the video and the base goes kablam. Of course. That's just how it has to be, right? I'll show a replay quickly, just in case anyone actually cares. Worth it, though. You see, perseverance pays off. 2 crystals. Let's show... Yay, I get to add the technical difficulty scream after the fact. Woohoo! Okay, let's have a quick look here. 2 times mode, barraging the mines, obviously. I was mostly concerned about that mine, but Brick managed to take it out. I tried to get between the 2 machine guns, and it just didn't work. So, Zookas... using that supplies right there, dropping our troops in a little bit behind, trying to save a smoke and get our Zookas to a good, comfortable spot. Not completely on a 45-degree angle, as you can see, a little bit off to the left of 45, and then into the core with many, many, many med kits. Probably should have thrown at least one more shock. 1, 2, 3, 4 shocks. Should have thrown at least one over here maybe just to get the 2 rockets, but it went down. So once again, thanks for coming in. Thanks for all your feedback. Thanks for thinking good thoughts and being constructive criticizers and all that sort of stuff. I shall talk to you soon. I'm Zedmot. Thanks for your patience as we struggled through a ridiculous Dr. T video that took way too long. Anyways, I'm Zedmot. This is Boom Beach. You're awesome. Thanks for coming in. Peace.